related is just to improve the quality of life. That's a lot of people I work with at the Independence Hospital. The average age group out there is about 50. We have some younger kids, we also have some older people. But average age 45 to 50, and they're working on health, okay? They're working on just preventing disease, maybe getting off their high blood pressure medication, but we also see usually our younger kids or 20s, 30s, those people are working on fitness, okay? Those are the people out there that are looking to improve those recommendations or those components of fitness. Either they're training for a marathon or a half marathon, or they're looking to do a sprint triathlon or things like that, and that's where that comes into play. So the 5 components of fitness that are out there: cardiorespiratory, that's your aerobic base, okay? That's if you're going to go out and go for a run, or improve basically your lung, your oxygen, heart efficiency, okay? There's muscular endurance. Those are the body's ability to repeat contractions, okay? So if you're going to do 15 bicep curls, that's muscular endurance, okay? Muscular strength, on the other hand, is all out, 1 repetition max, so R1 RM is what you also often see. So that's how much weight can you do 1 bench press. Okay. Flexibility is another component. That's the joints range of motion. So how far can you stretch your hamstring or your lower back or whatever muscle. And then body composition, just basically what your body composition is compared to muscle and fat, non-fat mass and fat mass. The FIT principle. When I was back in high school and even in middle school, we talked about this briefly, but at that point in time it was FITT, frequency, intensity, time, and type. Okay? Since then they've added the E onto the end. FIT E is how I always say it. That's your enjoyment factor. Okay? Obviously, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're definitely not going to stick with it. Okay? So find something, how often you're going to do it, how hard are you going to do it, how long, what type, and obviously incorporate what you enjoy to do. If you absolutely hate biking, don't bike. Find something else that you like to do. If you hate lifting, find something else that works your body the same type of muscular way rather than lifting. Principle of adaptation, that's another one that I focus a lot on with a lot of my personal training clients, because what we often see is people come in and they get really comfortable walking 30 minutes a day. Well, that's all they do. They just come in and walk 30 minutes. They leave. They come in the next day, they walk 30 minutes, they leave. But what's never happening is your body is never adapting to even harder stimulus, okay? So maybe what I start doing as a personal trainer is I get them to do walk, jog intervals. And then eventually they get up to maybe a half-mile jog. And those are the things that we need to do to our body to keep them adapting. Another principle is overload and progression. Basically, if you want to improve your fitness level, elevate your cardiorespiratory, your muscular endurance, and things like that, we need to overload the body. We also need to progress through different exercise routines. Maybe one day you're walking, next day you're jogging, next day you're biking, next day you're swimming, in order to progressively overload the body and have it adapt. Warm-ups and cool-downs. It's another thing that's highly important. I can see people every single day come in to the gym, jack the treadmill up to 6 miles an hour, and just start running. But they never warm up, okay? Warm-ups are highly important because you want to progressively get your muscles warmed up to the point that when you are jogging, you're efficient where you're at, okay? So warm-ups, progressive preparation, allows for that muscle rehearsal. So it's not necessarily going for the jog at 6 miles an hour. Maybe it's walking at 4, jogging at 5 for the first 5 minutes, and then going into your run at 6 miles an hour. It prevents cardiovascular complications and also muscular injuries. It's large muscle movement. So another thing I do is maybe have you do like an active warm-up, so high knees, butt kicks, jumping jacks, just to get the large muscle groups warmed up in order for you to go then for your run. And then just some basic flexibility and stretching. That's another thing that's changed in the past. They used to make you do all your stretching first and then go out and go for your run. But your flexibility now is mandatory, or should be, after you've at least done something for 5 minutes to keep your body warm. Otherwise you can cause some musculoskeletal injuries later on. And cool downs are highly important as well. We often see as well people that jump off the treadmill bike ride longer than 30 minutes. It's a lower intensity, you're comfortable there, but you're also using fat as your fuel source rather than carbohydrates. So the physical activity guidelines that are out there, first of all, I always tell people you should just avoid inactivity. Okay, so if you're not doing anything right now, do something that's beneficial enough. Okay, and then what works for one person may not work for another. Okay, cardio is recommended right now 20 to 60 minutes a day, every single day you possibly can, 5 to 7 days a week. Okay, that's because of the increasing obesity epidemic that is out there. 66% of Americans are either overweight or obese. Okay, so if we can increase that cardio, we can hopefully burn more fat and be less sized. And then should be performed in episodes of at least 10 minutes. So I have a lot of people come in and they go, you know what, I can't find a half an hour a day. Well, you know, if you can find 10 minutes early in the morning, 10 minutes on your lunch break, and 10 minutes before you go home at night, you have 30 minutes that you've just found.
4 minutes, Ashley, if you're going to wrap up and have questions.
Okay, thanks. Resistance training, 2 to 3 days a week with a day of rest between muscle groups. Now I know a lot of athletes lift maybe every day, but I hope you're not doing it on the same muscle groups every day. So it should be every other day for muscle groups. So if you do legs on Monday and Wednesday, you do arms on Tuesday and Thursday, you do abs on Friday, that works fine. But if you're going to do a full body routine, it is every other day. For general health,